I'm Alex Crawford, and I'll be reporting on the straight edge culture that exists within the punk rock genre and how they use their communicative themes. So, the origin of straight edge culture and music is stemming from the themes of punk rock in the 1970s and 80s, which Ayers describes as largely destructive due to the use of drugs, alcohol, and other risk engaging behaviors such as casual sex. However, a punk rock band by the name of Minor Threat released their short song Straight Edge in 1981, which was really the beginning of the straight edge movement through punk rock music, which I will play for you right now. I will just preface by saying that it does use some inappropriate language, but it really speaks to the themes of punk rock at the time, so it is included in the video. Okay, so while that may be kind of hard to listen to if you can see the lyrics, it speaks to some of the activities that people within the punk rock genre were engaging in, which Hamelman suggests led to the death of rock and roll stars Elvis Presley and Lane Staley, as well as Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix, among others. So this song lays out the themes and outlines what the straight edge movement is all about and kind of what they're resisting as part of the punk rock culture. Obviously, the ideology of this is that they're abstaining from the drugs and alcohol that was prevalent at the time. Hainfler suggests, along with Hamelman's research, that this song was really the beginning of the movement and the origin of straight edge punk. Elements of the culture that like kind of make this a subculture. It is a subculture musically of the punk rock genre, while still carrying the theme of rebellion as reported by Signorachi and Martin Iverson. It still holds kind of that rebellious nature, just being a division of punk rock and the activities that punk bands engaged in. And they kind of coexist as under the punk rock genre, with obviously two different behaviors associated with the genre. Another unifying element of the culture is a straight edge resiliency. They have a very tight bond and they're proud of kind of what they stand for, and living a life of purity in comparison to what we see in punk rock. This brings these people together, and is a strength for them as a culture. It has spread globally, which has made this a really global phenomenon, unified worldwide, originating in the United States with Minor Threat's song. It has spread to countries such as Australia and Brazil, as outlined by Nylon and Threadgold and Rhea as well. Rhea specifically speaks of the Verdurada Festival in Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is a straight edge music festival, still embodying the themes of hardcore punk rock, but obviously in the straight edge subculture and practicing straight edge at that festival as well. The communication patterns and distinction that this subculture carries is their appearance. It'll be very common, as referred to by Hainfler, to see the X usually on a hand, either tattooed or drawn on at straight edge events or even in public, or other punk rock events that may not necessarily be straight edge, as many of the same fans are shared between the two genres. Their generational presence, older straight edgers tend to think of straight edge as a philosophy. However, younger straight edgers are more focused on their appearance, which is why you see the X a lot, rather than just promoting the straight edge ideals as a philosophy that they are. This message is spread through music, which is the nature of the musical genre that it stems from, and continues to be displayed through their existence in the punk rock space.